So it finishes Arsenal 1, Brentford 1.
So about that Tommy Miller interview.
Let's take a look
Oh,
at
good God.
the table. After drop points for Arsenal, Liverpool, of course, are in action tomorrow with a chance to extend their lead to 13 points at the top of the table.
Exciting, isn't it?
Don Hutchison joins us.
Here, Don.
Is he here?
I am.
Oh, there he is. Perfect.
Hey! What do you think of that Tommy Miller interview? Fantastic.
Don, big deal or not?
Say again, Dan?
Big deal or not, this draw?
I felt for Arsenal slightly, Dan, because they've got eyes on the Bernabeu midweek. So it's obvious when you watch their last couple of games, in their heart of hearts, Arteta knows that the title race is done. That's why he rested so many players against Everton last week and drew that game. They've got eyes on Real Madrid this week, so he rested a few players, tried to give some players minutes. To finish the game today with 10 men because Jorginho got taken off after making all the substitutions. It's a game that he'd like to win, to try and win with a bit of pride. But to be honest, mate, the last 25 minutes of the game, it was so one-paced. They were allowing Brentford to get back into the game because they looked a little bit comfortable. They didn't have the gears to try and go through, understandably. But it's another draw in Arsenal season where you try and compare Liverpool and Arsenal this season. Arsenal have drew too many games this season. That's been their downfall.
No big deal. No. You just have to see Arsenal's starting lineup to understand that, yeah, all eyes are on Real Madrid in midweek. Not just his starting 11, but his substitution patterns with Mazu Skelly, Odegaard, Saka coming on with half an hour to go. I think Timber came on. Marino comes on with 15 minutes just to get some minutes, just to try to keep sharp for midweek. The title race is done, and again, from the time you saw the starting lineups, you kind of got that feeling that Arteta was acknowledging as much. I don't think Forest deserved any more than they got.
Yeah, so Everton 1 then, Forest 0 is how it finishes. Don Hutchison still with us. This is where Don says, I called that game.
I did. Good game. I disagree with Shaka. I thought it was a great game. I actually thought it was a great game. I thought it was... I did. I thought it was an old-school game. I said at half-time the team talks were very easy. It would be Nuno asking for more passion, more sort of verve in their game, because I thought for the first time this season after the loss against Villa, I thought they looked a little bit negative today. Not like they played poorly for us, but they start to look over their shoulders. I think after seeing Man City win in the early game in the Premier League, the likes of Villa were always going to beat Southampton. Newcastle have got a winnable game against Man United at home. Chelsea play Ipswich, so they're probably going to win the game as well. So for the first time this season, I got the sense when I commentated on the game that Forest were looking behind them, not looking whether they could try and reel Arsenal in and try and catch them. There was a bit of uncertainty. As I said, not like they played poorly, but I thought they played quite negative. And I thought Everton absolutely bossed the game. I thought they deserved to win the game by a long stretch. I thought they were that good. I thought brilliant away performance from David Moyes' men. And that's now Forest 2 losses on the spin. So they're having a little wobble against a fantastic Everton side under David Moyes.
Don's one of those that watches a film that gets 2 stars and he loves it.
Did you not enjoy this as much as Don?
No, you're right. He's right about Everton. Everton were the side that looked like they were always had a better chance. It looked like it was going to be a draw, to be fair, until that mistake. But they were the better side, Everton, for sure. If you'd have said who's top 3 and had a great season, who's sacked the manager and struggled, and you'd have said, well, Forest are the side that have been fighting relegation for part of the season, and Everton, that's how it looked. And I think Nottingham Forest today sort of morphed into what they are. Is an average team who have superseded all the expectations by being organised and had Chris Wood scoring goals. But I actually think now, and we just saw that little table there, you're right, 2 weeks ago we were all sitting saying it's pretty much a given. The landscape has changed. Mm-hmm. It's changed by the way that other teams are playing, with Chelsea 1 game in hand, Newcastle 2 games in hand, Manchester City winning, Aston Villa in good form, and Nottingham Forest have hit a bit of a buffer. And normally when they're organised and play teams like Everton, they'll look really dangerous on the break, which was a little strange that he left Elanga on the bench, brought him on for half an hour or so, but left him on the bench when, I thought, particularly with his form, that was a strange decision. But they normally create chances on the break. Forest rarely looked like scoring today. Everton deserved their win. And the goal they gave away for us was a catalogue of errors. Murillo gives it away with a bad touch. and then Dwight McNeil has come off the bench. It's a good pass, but Alex Moreno has a chance to defend it, and he doesn't know where he's looking at the attacker or looking at the ball, and the ball somehow manages to get through, and Decore finishes it. Great 3 points for Everton, but if I'm Nottingham Forest now, I think there's a fair chance they could tumble out of the top 5.
And this is the thing that kind of amazed me with the Forest performance at home is how good they've been at home. And some of these scalps that they can boast of. Draws with Liverpool, beat City, United. I mean, and then this kind of inept performance from Nottingham Forest at home. And I think Don's right. All of a sudden, Forest, while have been comfortable in third all season long, now all of a sudden they get nervy looking over their shoulders at who's to come. And for the first time this season, kind of forgotten who they are and forgotten what's gotten them into third place. And as a result, I feel it's coming apart at the seams at exactly the wrong time. Gone are those results that had us all singing Forest praises, and now they are getting into their own heads. Right now, they're their own worst enemy.
Don, did you have your hand up?
Yeah, just a quick one off what Shaka and Craig were saying there. Just a very quick one on Forest. And as I said before, they've gone back-to-back losses. They play Spurs away next. So the pressure is on them.